These are the measurements required for the pattern. I'm just starting off right now by marking out my zipper allowance. So I'm just using 1.5 inch. So I'm just making those points round. So later on, I'm just going to be connecting them. I'm going to be using 1.5 inch for my zipper allowance. So right now I'm just connecting my points with a ruler. Right now I'm just taking my vertical measurement, that is my bust point, my bust length, then my waist length, next is my hip length. I'm just making a point over there, and then my dress length, that is the base of the dress. I'm just marking that out. Right now I'm just drawing out the lines. To be my bust line. My waistline. My hip line. And lastly, to be the baseline of my dress. Next thing is I'm going to be drawing out my neckline. I'm using 3 inch for the width of my neckline. The same 3 inch we used for the front, we're also using 3 inch. So for the length, I'm just going down by 1 inch. So I'm going to further use this to draw a box, this to guide us while making our curve. Right now I'm just using my curve to draw out my neckline. We are using a round neckline. I'm drawing a round neckline. So I'm just connecting that into the zipper allowance. Right now I'm just making a mark for my shoulder, that is my shoulder divided by 2. So this gave me 7. So from that point I'm going down by 1 inch. I went down by 1 inch. So I'm just going to be connecting from that 1 inch. I'm connecting it into the neckline. This will serve as my shoulder slant. Next thing is I'm going to be taking my chest measurement. From that 1 inch point, I'm going down and taking my chest measurement, that is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch. So I'm just drawing out a line right there to further guide us. That line will serve as my chest circumference, as my chest line. So I'm just also taking my shoulder measurement at that chest line. and I'm connecting that to the shoulder at the top. The next thing is I'm taking my round measurement. At the chest line, I'm taking my bust measurement, that is my bust circumference divided by 4. At the waistline, I'm taking my waist measurement, that is my waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch. The 1 inch, I mean. The 1 inch is for our dart, plus 1 inch. So then at the base, I also took my hip measurement, that is my hip circumference divided by 4. So right now I'm at the base, and I'm also taking the hip measurement minus 1 inch. This will give us a pencil effect. So right now I'm just connecting my points all together. The chest line to the waistline to the hip line, and all the way down we are connecting the hip line to the base of the dress. So right now I'm just using my curve to further blend the edges. We don't want any sharp edges, so we are using the curve to blend that in. The next thing is I'm going to be drawing out my dart. So your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8, so I divided by 2. That gave me 4. So I'm going in and out by 0.5 inch. That is the max. Those are the points I made. So at the bust point, I'm also marking the nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm going down from the waistline by 5 inches. Going down from the waistline by 5 inches. So I'm just making my markings all around. This will further guide me in drawing out the dart. So right now I'm connecting the points together. I'm connecting the points together. So the next thing I'm doing right now is I'm just extending my waistline to the zipper area. So I'm just labeling it. This is our zip area. So after extending that line, I'm just going to be going in from the edge. I'm going in by 0.5 inch. The reason I'm doing this is I'm just trying to eliminate any bulging effect. I don't know if you noticed that on some dresses. You have this bulging effect. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to eliminate those. I'm just trying to eliminate that from the dress. So from that 0.5 inch mark, you see I'm just blending that back into the pattern. This will further give the dress a better fitting. So the next thing I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to draw out my armhole. So I'm just using my curve to further guide me. So that is done. You can go ahead to add your allowance round if you wish to on your pattern. take note, I'm going to be cutting off all those parts. So right now I'm going ahead to cut out our pattern, the parts that won't be needed. So I'm just cutting the neckline area, cutting the shoulder area, moving on. Right now I'm cutting out the armhole area, and I'm trimming off the sides. So as you can see, I'm cutting off that part. This will further give our dress a nice fitting. So there we have it. Our pattern is ready, our back pattern. So I'm just going ahead to label it. So as you can see, this is our back pattern. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell to be alerted when we post a new video.